Hello and welcome to another Get Ready with me. I am Courtney Leach Hensley and I am super excited about today's video because I got my hands on some Jeffree Star shadow singles and I am dying to try them. Fan of Jeffree Stars for years, honestly. And when I saw that you could get his shadows for $1 on a TikTok shop, I had to try them. I got 7 shades and look at just how beautiful they are. From left to right, we've got Yak Farm, 1985, Owl Eyes, Star Creek, Open Range, Winter Wind, and Freak Show. I am base face ready. I am base face ready, so let's get started. If you haven't seen one of my videos, what I mean by base face ready is that I have my base face completely done. So I have my foundation or color correcting tinted moisturizer because that is what I prefer to use. I have my concealer, highlight, contour, color correcting. So that is what I mean by base face ready. Now your girl loves shimmers and you know, these shimmers are stunning and my son is bumbling through this house, so that loud noise was him. Anyway, so I am a fan of shimmers and you can see just how like beautifully shimmery these are, but I wanted to step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and so I am going to do a matte look with these 3 colors. And when I saw 1980, you know, I had to get it and I was like, oh my gosh, what would be really pretty with that? So I've got, is it Yak Farm? Yeah, Yak Farm and Freak Show. So we're gonna just do some very neutrally type shades today. So I am going to, I already took a little bit of my concealer and put it on my lid because I've never used Jeffree Star's products before. So I'm really excited to try them. And I wasn't really sure if I would need a base or not because with SeneGence, I mean, I know some people do, but I don't feel that I need to do a base. But I just figured, you know what? Let's give it a shot for this. I'm gonna take, oh, that was Freak Show that I opened. It's not what I want yet. I'm going to take 1985 and I'm going to start with the middle color and then use the other colors to like blend into that. Sometimes I feel like it's just easier to apply it that way instead of doing, you know, your lighter to your mid-tone to your dark. This way you get your mid-tone or your colorful color in there and then you're just blending everything else into it. So let me figure out what I did with my mirror. Found it. Let's get started. I'm trying to figure out if this is the brush I want to use, but it's one of my favorites. So let's see what happens. Ooh, that is definitely a cool tone. As you can see, very pigmented. I really do not have a lot on my brush. And that color payoff is amazing. I almost feel a little awkward because it's been a while since I've used powder. I mean, on set I do use powder, but I also haven't really had to do too much with like creating super full looks. I've just been touching up because I've been doing actually a lot more corporate type shoots lately. So, ooh, Jeffree, I can tell that you are a makeup artist and that you were a makeup artist before you created your makeup. Oh man, the color payoff and no fallout. That is huge, guys. That is huge. So let me just kind of make sure I've got it slightly even. I could use a little bit more. This almost really feels like it's got a blue tone. The more that I've got it on and look at it, like I was kind of thinking it might be more of a gray tone, but I'm feeling like it's kind of got a bit of a blue tone. It almost reminds me a little bit of a bluer amethyst that is from SeneGence. That's a really pretty, like, I just like to call it smoky because it's got a gray base to it and I don't really know like how else to describe it. So I'm gonna have all my brushes basically just fall off my little table here. So I'm gonna take this flatter brush with Yak Farm and put that in the inner corner. And I was actually telling my son today, who his favorite color, said he really liked Winter Wind. I don't blame him, it's a really pretty color. I was telling him that like when I was buying these shadows, for some reason it just did not register to get a very light color like a cream or a white to be able to put more in that inner corner. I was just excited to get these colors. I didn't think a whole look through. So again, I do feel like I probably have too much on here, but I'm just going to tap it. And the reason I went with more of this flatter brush is because I really am just, as you can see, lightly tapping it. And I still have enough to go over to the other eye. My gosh, this stuff is so pigmented. Yeah, Jeffree, you definitely knew what you were doing. So I'm going to take Yak Farm 2 and just kind of pull it up here just a little bit, mainly because, as we know, I have hooded eyelids and I'm going to kind of want to like blend in that like darker color, the Freak Show. So I'm just going to kind of start by priming the area, if you will. So let's get into Freak Show. Look how dark that is. I did not think it was that dark, if I were to be honest. It did not seem that dark. So we're just going to go, I barely even tapped it. It's definitely, and knowing just how pigmented his stuff is now, this is going to have some payoff. I mean, look at that. But I think actually brush-wise, I'm going to use this guy, so let me quick clean him. Because I feel like I kind of need to press on the color like what I did with Yak Farm to really get the look that I want. So again, lightly touching, and when I say lightly, guys, I mean lightly touching, and like look how much is on there. His stuff is pigmented. Holy goodness. So we're just putting it onto the corner here and into the crease. I almost feel like now every episode my husband has made an appearance, and it just might have to be a thing. Or I do what I had talked about in the past and I get the neon light that I saw on Temu and I just plug that in. So, okay, Freak Show has got a little bit of that purple tint too. So this is all just kind of working out here, isn't it? Ooh. These colors, you guys, they are so pretty. I'm going to end up having to do another one with the shimmers. I wasn't going to do another video because we all know that I'm going to be a fan of the shimmer. Oh, which is how pretty these are. I think I just might have to. And as you can see, lightly pressing into the corner and then bringing it up. Let's see, did I bring it up far enough? Let's see. No, I do have to bring it up just a little bit. Well, let's finish this eye first. Oh, these are just so pretty. There's a part of me that wants to go darker because I kind of feel like Freak Show and why can't I remember? 1985 are almost like the same color. Like they seem to be kind of blending in a little bit together. But I'm going to my cousin's surprise birthday party today, and I mean, they all know I do makeup, so it wouldn't be a surprise, but I just kind of feel like I don't need to go into this party with a whole lot of makeup. So pretty. This brown with this purple undertone does remind me a lot of French Roast from SeneGence, but it's just a little bit easier to work with. But sometimes those cream, there's a learning curve. So I always say, start with lighter colors, mid-tone colors, colors that you are familiar with before really trying to like jump into the darker colors. Let's just try to darken up this outer corner. I feel like I have a cat hair in my nose. Whew. I'm just going to kind of pull that up here so I can fix that wonky hooded eyelid. Then, because well, I cleaned this one, so I'll just use it. I'm going to take Yak Farm again and just kind of buff out. So I still have the color there. So that helps with the, you know, the hooded eyelid, but it's just kind of blended. This is turning into a smoky eye. I'm going to take this brush. It's a really dense, puffy brush and just kind of clean up. It's my brush, my go-to when I need to kind of like buff out shadows and stuff like that because it is so dense. It will help just kind of like get rid of some of that color. Ooh! Oh! Ooh! 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 So what I'm gonna do, just because, like I said, I didn't get a light color, I'm gonna take some of my pearlizer just to kind of help brighten the inner corners up just a little bit. And I'm just trying to get like a little bit, but the stuff does tend to come out, so I'm just wiping it. And I'm just gonna, and I know it's a shimmer, it's not a matte, and I totally could use a matte, but yeah. I feel like we all knew I wasn't gonna last long. So pretty. Yak Farm, that is such a good like everyday color. Like, that's the color that you wear when you don't really want to wear makeup, but you want a little something on your eyes. That is definitely the color to wear. What do I do for my cheeks? I think, oh, I really wanted to do peach because I do love that color. If you saw my Virgo Rising makeup look, you'll understand. If you didn't, it was the last one. You should check it out. So I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of Silver Rose because it's a little bit cooler of a tone, just to kind of tone down some of that peach, because the peach is really quite corally. And as you can see, this is not a warm look. The colors are really quite cool. But I just really love this peach. I've loved it since I got it, and I'm really sad that SeneGence doesn't carry it anymore. So let's see what this does. Oh, that works. Yeah, that Silver Rose did take it down a little bit, so that's good. But I still have that warmth that I really do like without it just being, you know, like a brown. Doing a bronzer, just a brown shadow or something, or powder. It just gives it a little bit of pizzazz, if you will. We're just gonna bring it up here. And the fun thing with Silver Rose is there's glitter, I swear. But as you can see, like, it's not something that's super crazy. It's just there. Pull this up here to the eye. Okay. Okay, I see it. So I am going to, oh, do I want to do liner? I might have to do a little bit of liner. I'm still trying to figure out what to do for my lips to complete this look. So let me just quick finish off my eyes and think about my lip, and I'll show you the look. Okay, so we are mascaraed, eyebrowed, and we are powdered up, and we're still trying to figure out what we want to do for a lip. I feel, as I look at myself, there is a part of me that kind of wants to do Milk Rose, like I did in my last video, the Virgo Rising. So again, if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out because the look was just perfection. It was so good. Literally couldn't stop staring at myself. So I kind of want to do this because it is a little bit of a cooler tone, so it'll match the cooler tones of this look. But I don't know what I want to mix it with. I don't want to just do, like, you know, a standard like Fireside Fig. It is a ShadowSense, but it is just a really pretty kind of cooler tone. I will probably end up putting a gloss on this, even though it's a matte look, but I used this. I might have used it as part of the mermaid look, or I should say sea witchery look, which was my very first video. Check it out. I definitely used it for a couple winter looks because this, so I should say Metallic Magic LipSense with this as the liner, perfect winter lip. Because Metallic Magic is a duochrome. Oh, my lips are not even. Huh. It's a duochrome. So it's like a purple to a blue, and then it's almost like this like yellow frosty. I don't even know how to describe it. It's besides so good. So that with this lining, this helped bring out that like pinky purpley tone. Oh, my lips are still not even. Okay, give me a minute here. Okay, so lined the entire lip. I could have probably even used Bella, but I feel like Bella isn't quite the purple tone that I wanted. And then I'm going to take Milk Rose in the middle like I did last tutorial. Going to do that. And then take my finger, kind of buff it out. This, maybe I won't. I've got Satin Matte Gloss, so it is a gloss to keep my lips hydrated and moisturized, but it keeps it matte. And baby girl, I might be doing that. I gotta figure out what I might have done with my Satin Matte. Goodness. Oh well. I'll find it at some point. I'll have to dig through my stuff. This is my look, featuring my Jeffree Star shadows. I used, let me grab them up again. We've got Freak Show on the outer corner. We have Yak Farm on the inner corner. And 1985 on the inner part of the lid. These colors are just, whoo! So I guess I would have to say, if you've never tried Jeffree Star and you were curious, for $1, you can't go wrong. If you've tried Jeffree Star and you love his makeup, I see why. And I'm not 100% sure why I waited so long to try, because I watch his stuff on TikTok. I've watched it on YouTube. I just don't know why I didn't feel that I should have bought it sooner. So this is my look. Love Jeffree Star. Amazing. So good. Run to TikTok and get you some shadows. Like it's so worth it. But thanks for hanging out with me again. I hope you like this look because I am loving it. Don't forget to find me on TikTok and on Instagram at The Beast Mode Beaut. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, all the things. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.